Hello, everyone. Imagine spending millions of dollars building a highway, and within just a few months, the asphalt layer begins to peel off like old wallpaper. Yes, this actually happens in road construction, and in many cases, the reason is a single missing or poorly executed step. That step is called Bitumen Prime Coat. This thin black liquid may look simple, but it plays a critical role in bonding the granular base with the asphalt layer placed above it. And if this layer is skipped or applied incorrectly, the asphalt may slide, crack, or separate from the base layer. Today we will understand how prime coat works, why it is important, and how engineers calculate the exact quantity required for a road project. First, let's talk about base preparation. Before applying the prime coat, engineers must ensure that the granular base layer is properly prepared. There are three important conditions. The base must be well compacted, it must have the correct moisture content, and the surface must be clean and free from dust. If the base layer is too dry, the bitumen cannot penetrate properly. If the base is too wet, the bitumen may stay on the surface and fail to create a strong bond. Dust is another major problem. Loose dust particles create a thin barrier that prevents bitumen from penetrating into the base. That is why contractors first clean the surface using mechanical sweepers and high-pressure air blowers. Once the surface is clean and compacted, the base becomes ready to receive the prime coat. Now let's understand the science behind prime coat. Prime coat usually consists of low viscosity bitumen or bitumen emulsion. Because of its low viscosity, the bitumen can easily flow into the tiny pores of the granular base. When it penetrates the base layer, it performs three important functions. First, it binds the loose particles of the base together. Second, it creates a waterproof seal, preventing groundwater from moving upward through capillary action. Third, it forms a strong adhesive bond between the base layer and the asphalt layer that will be placed above it. For this reason, engineers often call the prime coat the bridge between the base and asphalt layers. Now let's look at the calculation of prime coat quantity. Engineers calculate the required amount using a simple formula. The formula is quantity equals area multiplied by application rate. So let's consider a practical example. Suppose a road section has a length of 1,000 meters and a width of 7.3 meters. First, we calculate the area. Area equals length multiplied by width. 1,000 multiplied by 7.3 equals 7,300 square meters. Now assume the specification requires an application rate of 0.9 liters per square meter. Next, we calculate the total quantity. At 7,300 multiplied by 0.9 equals 6,570 liters. This means that approximately 6,570 liters of prime coat will be required for this road section. If a spray tanker has a capacity of 6,000 liters, the project will require about 2 tanker loads to complete the work. Now let's talk about spray truck calibration. Our engineers must ensure that the spray truck applies the correct amount of bitumen on the road surface. For this purpose, they use a simple formula. Application rate equals flow rate divided by spray width multiplied by speed. Let's look at an example. Suppose the flow rate is 120 liters per minute. The spray width is 4 meters, and the truck speed is 60 meters per minute. First, multiply the spray width by the speed. 4 multiplied by 60 equals 240. I now divide the flow rate by this value. 120 divided by 240 equals 0.5 liters per square meter. If the required rate is 0.9 liters per square meter, the truck speed must be reduced or the flow rate increased to achieve the correct application. This ensures the prime coat is sprayed uniformly across the entire road surface. After the prime coat is applied, the next important stage is curing. The asphalt layer should not be placed immediately. During curing, the volatile components evaporate and the bitumen forms a thin adhesive film inside the base layer. The typical curing time is 24 to 48 hours, depending on weather conditions. Engineers often perform a simple field check known as the glove test. If the surface feels dry and the bitumen does not stick to the glove, the prime coat is ready for asphalt paving. When applied correctly, Our prime coat ensures that the base layer and asphalt layer work together as a single structure. This prevents asphalt slippage, layer separation, cracking, and potholes. In simple words, this thin, invisible layer plays a major role in increasing the strength and lifespan of the road, so the next time you drive on a smooth highway, remember that beneath the asphalt surface lies a hidden engineering layer that holds everything together. And that layer is called Bitumen Prime Coat.